Hola, soy Nova de Aula Inglés y hoy quiero explicar el examen Aptis for Teachers. Esencialmente, el examen tiene el mismo formato y estilo como Aptis General y hay lo mismo 5 componentes: grammar and vocabulary, reading, writing, listening and speaking. Y también como Aptis General puedes lograr un nivel B1, B2 o C, que es como un B2 más, pero no es un C1 o C2. Pero la diferencia crucial entre Aptis for Teachers y Aptis General es que Aptis for Teachers es obvio, pero es para prepararte como profesor. Todas las preguntas serán sobre la enseñanza, el ambiente en un colegio y todo sobre la enseñanza y la vida del profesor, esencialmente. So for the components individually, there is the grammar and vocabulary component, which is made up of 50 in total multiple choice questions on how you might use different tenses, different prepositions, that kind of thing. And this is the only section that's not skill-based, so it's quite easy to prepare for essentially if you just study grammar and vocabulary especially well. But this isn't necessarily an easy section in itself. So just because it's not skill-based doesn't mean that it isn't really, really important to prepare for this very well. The reading section is quite similar again to Aptis General, but with more of a teaching focus. So you will have to analyse short sentences, longer sentences, short texts and longer texts to gain different pieces of information from them. And for instance, as in Aptis General, there is a section in Aptis for Teachers where you will have 7 paragraphs and different headings to match them to, and you can match the paragraph to the heading depending on which heading sums up the paragraph the best. The listening section, again, similarly to Aptis General, you will have a range of recordings to take information from. So these will be very short recordings, or they might be longer monologues or conversations between 2 people. But what's really important to remember is that the longer conversations especially, or the monologues, will always be about teaching. So for instance, they could be a teacher and a student rescheduling a class, or 2 teachers deciding when to have a meeting, for instance. So it will always have a very teaching, school-based focus. The writing section, again, similarly to Aptis General, will have a range of questions ranging in length. So you'll have some very short pieces to write that could literally just be 5-10 words, or you will have longer pieces to write. And again, similarly to Aptis General, you will be asked to test both your formal and informal registers when you're writing. So you will have to write a more informal piece and then a more formal one to showcase how you can express yourself in both a formal and informal sense. Finally, the speaking component. Again, you will be asked to speak for short periods of time and then for much longer ones, to up to 2 minutes, to talk about various topics related to teaching, to being a teacher. That's the key thing here. The exam is to prepare you as an English teacher, and so all of the questions essentially will be revolving around teaching in some way. Y ya está. Y buena suerte para tu preparación para los exámenes Aptis for Teachers. Adiós.